Good morning from a rather chilly Dobsonville Oval in Soweto for this Hollywoodbets Pro Series T20 match between the DP World Lions and the Six Gun Grill Garden Route Badgers. And it's time for the toss. And with me, the two captains, both feeling a bit chilly by the looks of things. We have an ICB Kozake from the DP World Lions and Zintle Kula from the Garden Route Badgers, and also with us to officiate the toss, umpire Zubair Sala. Over to you, Rasibe.
Tails is the call. Tails it is.
All right, Zintle Kula, you've won the toss. What are the Badgers going to do?
We're going to have a bat first.
And your reasons for that?
Looking at the pitch, we don't think it's going to be doing anything different to what it did yesterday, so we're just going to bat today.
Yesterday, looking at the scores, it seemed quite difficult to score. Slowish pitch, obviously a very lush outfield as well.
Yeah, definitely very slow, very hard to bat at, but I guess we'll have to adjust today.
And there's also a strong wind blowing today. There's a lot to adjust to, isn't there, in terms of conditions for the teams?
Yes, definitely. With the wind and with the pitch also, it's definitely going to be an interesting game today.
Any changes to your team?
Just one change. Iwodia Yegile is going to be part of the team today, and with Jose Kemfer also coming in today.
Great, thanks very much. Play well.
Thank you so much, sir.
Rasibi Tazaki, you guys are bowling first. Upset with that? Happy with that?
Happy, actually. It was a good toss to lose. As a team, wanted to bowl first today, just because of the very cloudy weather, and with the type of caliber of players that I have as pace bowlers, I think it's going to work in their favour.
And you're going to be chasing. We saw yesterday that stroke play fairly difficult, a slowish pitch, a lush outfield. Are you confident that you're going to be able to chase down whatever you need to?
Yeah, I do back my batters. I know they've been having a bit of a struggle, but I think they're always willing to be 1% better each and every game. So I think they have a lot of time to prove themselves, and I think today it's that moment.
The DP World Lions won very well yesterday against the Badgers. Before that, you had a really great weekend in Durban. Long break in between. Though, do you feel, though, that you are gathering momentum in this Hollywoodbets Pro Series?
Yeah, I think we are really gathering the momentum. I know we had a very long break, but I think as a professional athlete, it's where you adapt. When it's crunch time, it's crunch time, and when it's time to work, it's time to work. So I think we've put in the work, and now it's just time for execution.
Any changes to your team today?
Dumi is out, Lihlono Lomiso is out, and Nonkulego Tabet is out. So Lebohile Mkhize comes in, Liani Sonipu comes in, and Naomi Lefe.
All the best, play well.
Thank you so much.
So that's the news from the Dobsonville Oval, where the Six Gun Grill Garden Route Badgers have won the toss and elected to bat first. And that's after in their previous game in December, they really produced an outstanding weekend of play in Durban, beating the Dolphins in both the 50 over and T20 games. So confidence high at the moment in the Lions camp, and as Omar mentioned, important game for them, second in the log. They want to maintain that pressure on Western Province up above them. And your umpires today, they're at the bowler's end, Davies Khadebe, and standing at square leg, Zube Sala. And opening the bowling, it's Relebohile Mkhize to Jose Comfer, and there you can just see really the slowness of the pitch. And there's also, well, I guess we can call it a lush outfield here at Dobsonville Oval, and that's why scores yesterday were pretty low, and we're expecting the same today.
Oh, close to the edge there. As Ken mentioned, you can just see the slowness of the pitch there. She was a bit early, had to wait a bit longer on that. And the Lions starting early with a slip in place. Just one fielder on the boundary in deep third man for Mkhize,
who is bowling downwind.
Little bit fuller this time, and she has a go at it, but misses it through to the keeper, who's Razina Manak today. As you can see, Neo Molefe, who's been Lions keeper so far throughout the Hollywoodbets Pro20, is in the field today at point.
Nicely pitched up by Mkhize. She'll be hoping to maybe get a bit of swing. As I said, it's very overcast, in fact, and there's a breeze. There's a strong wind to work with as well, and the temperature warming up as well. A bit of humidity after rain yesterday interfered with play, and overnight. Back to that line, outside off stumping again, Comfer, at least Annika Swartz can't get it away.
It's been a good start here by Relebohile Mkhize, hitting a good line outside the off stump. We'll be looking to end her over well here. She's been a bit just outside that fifth stump. She'll be looking to get more towards off stump and a fourth stump with a slip in place.
Swartz this time does make contact, but straight to the fielder. So the end of a very tidy over from Relebohile Mkhize to begin the match. Maiden over, and all that bowling with marginally to the shorter side boundary on the offside for her.
Looks like Lions will be going with spin, with Sarah Nettleton coming into the attack now. Going to spin early on in a slow pitch. What do you make of that, Ken?
Well, they did open the bowling yesterday in the 50 over game with Sarah Nettleton. She did quite well. So, yeah, it's a nice combination, a left arm seamer and a spinner to open. Opening batters normally, I guess, get used to facing a lot of right arm pace at the start of the innings.
And Nettleton also just has one fielder on the boundary in deep mid-wicket with a slip in place for her as well.
Good start by the bowler.
Oh, just skids through. Beats Camphor, goes under the bat. Can see there it is getting a bit of skid. Not a lot of turn on offer, but it is like getting through quicker to the batter after 8 pitches.
That's called a wide by umpire Sala, so we could presume it's going to be, well, it's no runs, not off the bat clearly. But yeah, on a pitch where there is low bounce, the cross bat shots become a little bit harder, and always the danger of dragging the ball back onto your stumps. So batters maybe want to concentrate more on hitting the ball down the ground.
Slower through the air, and a bit of a chance at extra cover there, but she gets a hand to it, and Camphor gets off the mark with a single.
Again, extravagantly flighted. Oh, that was the replay, the highlight. Oh, Boulder! There we go. Swat on the back foot. Always dangerous on a pitch with low bounce. She really should have been forward to that one. And when you see the replay, you'll see just how low down on the stumps that hit.
Yeah, again, as we can see in the replay, a flighted again by Nettleton, and we see a little bit of turn there. Started on off stump and hit the leg stump, and as Ken mentioned, quite a low pitch here, staying quite low, and she really should have been getting forward to that. Good start here by the Lions, and for the Garden Route Badgers, Isel Saliers comes in at number 3.
Key batter for the Badgers. Who had their problems with the bat, especially up front in yesterday's one-day game. Isel Saliers is their leading batter in the T20 averages so far this season, averaging 31.5, strike rate 103, so that's very good. And she's made 126 runs in 6 innings, 2 not outs.
A little bit flatter here and just tucked away to mid-wicket. These last 2 balls have got a bit of turn compared to the first 3 balls of the over for Sarah Nettleton. Ooh, a bit quicker there, and again just hit to mid-wicket to end the over. 4 off the over, and the Garden Route Badgers 4 for 1 after 2 overs.
Good start for the DP World Lions. They were quite happy to lose the toss and bowl first. That's what they wanted to do anyway. Fancying the overcast conditions, maybe get a bit of assistance. Certainly the pitch felt quite cold this morning, so I suggest there's a bit of moisture in there, as third man is just being brought a lot finer. Slip in place as well, and almost a short third man as well. Beautifully bowled by Mkeys.
Bit of nip off the seam there, just missing the off stump. A much better line there to start off her first over, where she bowled well in her first over, but she wasn't hitting that fourth and off stump line as she wanted to, as we see there, just on a good line outside the off stump, bring the off stump and the edge into play.
Might be wide, it is. Yeah. Yeah, that previous ball, as you said, Omar, was just the perfect place, wasn't it? A good length, bringing both the edge of the bat, and the batter definitely felt she had to play because it was so tight to off stump. Fuller again, driven nicely, and they're going to come through for a quick single.
A little bit on the Fuller side there. Just done well to get some bat on that camphor and get it between the fielders and scamper through for a single. Mkhize will be looking to continuously hit the line that she did on the first ball of this over. As we seen, the pitch is offering something to the bowlers here.
Zel Cilliers on strike for the first time. To Mkhize. Mkhize is bowling from the Dobsonville end. Cilliers batting at the George Langer end, here at the Dobsonville Oval.
We can see the batters having to wait quite a bit for the ball to come through, and it will be about the timing and the patience playing under your eyes, because we can see the slowness of this wicket as we've mentioned before. So the Lions bowlers will be looking to get the batters to go through early with their shots, maybe some catching opportunities.
Aggressive stroke from Cilliers. Just past the edge, though. Yeah, as so often happens, the practice shot afterwards was much better than the initial effort.
The width was on offer there, and she went at it, but again we just see it staying quite low, almost going under the bat.
That's better. Straight at bat, nicely struck, but straight to mid-wicket. Yeah, the attacking shot previously, she was almost trying to flat bat it with a horizontal bat, and the practice one was a much straighter drive, which would have been better. 6 for 1 after 3 overs.
Only going for 2 in her 2 overs. And back from the George Langer end, Sarah Nettleton.
Nettleton to continue to camphor.
Got the opening wicket in her opening over. But short, nicely cut away. And the misfield will allow a quick single.
Good running there by the Garden Route Badgers. The singles and rotation of strike will be key here for them. As we've mentioned, yesterday was quite a low scoring affair, and we expect nothing but the same today. So the rotation of strike and putting the odd ball away to the boundary.
Nicely worked by Cilliers. Just for 1. Yeah, the outfield is lush. And we saw yesterday not that many boundaries being scored. You've got to hit the ball really hard if you're going to get it there along the ground, or I guess hitting it over the infield might work too. But as you said, Omar, the running between the wickets is going to be really important today. Too short, turning away and wide as well.
Wouldn't be too upset with that though. We are seeing a bit of turn now from Nettleton that just started just inside of the wide line and turned outside. So we'll be looking to to the left-hander get that turn with the slip in place.
And I think the wind as well is blowing towards Comfort's offside, so Nettleton just needs to adjust for the quite strong gusts that come through as well. Again, dropped a bit short and Comfort's cut that away. That might be the first boundary of the day. Yes, it is. Well played.
Well waited on as well. She waited nicely on that. Played it late under her eyes and cut it away behind towards backward point for the first boundary of the day for the Garden Route Badgers as they move on to 13 for 1.
So a good over for the team from Southwestern District so far. 7 off it already. 8 off it. Oh, spooned up. Diving in for that slip. Buys. Nothing on it.
Seemed like just that one just kicked up. We've seen all of the balls so far probably stay really low. As you see here, that just kicked up off the surface. Surprised the keeper, Razina Manak, and they scamper through for a single. End of the over. Garden Route Badgers 14 for 1 after the end of 4 overs.
Continuing from the Dobsonville end.
Yes, it was quite full, that last delivery of the over. Bounced a lot. So, well, I think the spinners will be lining up to bowl from the George Langer end, judging by the bit of turn that Sarah Nettleton has got already with a newish ball. Just 4 overs old. And a bit of variable bounce there as well. As the left armer will continue, really Bokhile Imkees. It's bowled really nicely so far. Started with a maiden, just 2 runs off her second over.
Change of infield here for the Lions. Third man moving to fine leg now.
And Comfort wafting outside the off stump.
Again, she starts the first delivery of the over with a really good line in length and close to the edge with a slip in play. She'll be looking to continuously hit that line, with Comfort looking a bit uneasy playing outside that off stump with the ball moving around.
Again, Keys testing her outside that off stump.
A lot of space now through that point region, or as we just see the fielders moving around now, because third man did move to fine leg and there was a lot of space down here for just opening the face of the bat, running it down here.
Nicely chopped, but straight to that fielder who's in. They're almost 2 short third men in use at the moment. There's a Neo Malefi who, well, you could almost call her a deep slip as well. And then a much squarer short third man to Malefi's left as you look there. That's nicely cut away, but straight to the fielder. The throw was a bit wayward.
Good running by the Badgers. Might have been a bit of a run-out chance there had she got the throw in for a direct hit or into the keeper's gloves, but as you mentioned, a wayward throw, and Camphor gets off strike and Cilliers on 1. Will now face Relo Bohilo Mkize.
Well, it was Sunette Villion-Low who fielded, and we know she's got a rocket arm. Might have been interesting if it had been over the stumps. A little shuffle down the pitch from Cilliers. Nicely struck. Dot ball after all that.
We've seen a bit of intent from Cilliers here, and that's good for the Badgers so far. It's been a bit of a slow power play for them, approaching the last ball of the 5th over, scoring at just 3.3 to the over so far.
Waited for it very nicely. Did Cilliers punched it away square. Second boundary of the innings.
Nicely waited on by Cilliers, and a much needed boundary for her, and a good end to the over for the Garden Route Badgers.
Badgers on at 19 for the loss of 1 wicket. Once again, to number
19 for 1 after 5 overs. So just one more over to go in the power play
it is the Hollywoodbets Pro
for the Garden Route Badgers.
between the Garden Route Badgers.
So they'll be keen to get cracking in this power play over. And keen to get cracking on the microphone is Aya Mjoli joining me. It looks like we're going to see a change of bowling for the DP World Lions. Sarah Nettleton comes out of the attack. A bit of an expensive second over. 8 runs off it. Did get the opening wicket though, but it's going to be, well, the stalwart Khamotso Rapu, the other spinner, another spinner, should I say, in the Lions team. They've got a few. Morning, Aya.
Morning, Ken.
Ooh, starts very wide. Yeah, the wind, I think, maybe took that away down the offside. It's blowing towards Comfort's offside. Oh, she got away with that one.
Bit of a chilly day here in Dobsonville.
Driven, but can't beat the infield.
Good start here from the Lions. I think power play conceding 20 runs and getting a wicket there.
Trying to create some space there, Comfort, but she clearly really favours the sort of cut shot, but has had mixed success with it. Oh yeah, you were here yesterday covering the one-day game. Oh, that one nearly fizzed through Comfort's defences. She had to be very quick down on that one. Famrapu playing a dangerous game. Comfort trying to hit everything off the back foot. And bowled.
Great bowling there from Khamotso Rapu.
The Lions bringing a change of bowling from the
It's a great stuff there from the Lions.
and she's
Getting 2 wickets there in the power play.
the important wicket of
And one more ball to come. Yeah, I think coming from this end, they've used a lot of, I think, coming from this George Langa end, I think there's been a lot of spinners coming from this end. There's been it's been dying down a bit. So I think they've been using the spinners. I think the plan is to use the spinner coming from this end. I think there hasn't been there's a bit of variable bounce there. And that end, I think using the spinners there and making sure that you bowl wicket to wicket, make sure that you're not missing the stump. I think that's where you'll get your rewards.
We saw from the replay there, Rapu just adjusting her line due to the wind, targeting the stumps, and I think she fancied that Comfort would be playing this again off the back foot and just skidded through. Really, she should have been forward to that delivery. So 20 for 2, the Badgers. And yesterday, scoring was difficult, wasn't it, on this slowish pitch and with the outfield as well.
Yeah, it was a bit difficult for both sides. I think there were not a lot of boundaries. I think also that's just the intensity of the players. I think there was no intent in terms of the running between the wickets and trying to find those single. There was a stage when SWD had a partnership of over 50, where there was a bit of intent, and I think it was a bit too late for them to win the game. But I think when it comes to T20, I know the energy is the short format. It was a very short format. I think intensities at T20 cricket is very important. From the fielding side, you have to be very intensity is important, and also batting you have to make sure that you always trying to cut that ball count and make sure that you run in between the wickets hard, and each and every ball you try to always looking to find runs. Change of
And as they try to move things forward, the DP World Lions are bringing a
new bowler coming in there from the DP World Lions, Faye Cowling coming in.
Kayakaze Mate is the new batter for the Badgers. Not on strike at the moment, though. It'll be Isabel Cilliers, who looks like she's tried to bring some of that intent you were talking about, Aya.
Definitely, I think it's very important. It's a short format. You have to make sure that you don't dot ball this goal in the T20 match. So you have to make sure that you always trying to look for runs. Very impressed with the DP World Lions. I think the folding is very good. Just since they started, just been one folder outside the. Has been out. She's got third man out, and everyone is in. You're allowed to have two players out, but they've been. Since they started, there's only one folder has been out. I think they're backing the bowlers, and they started very well, having them 20 for 2 in the power play. I think the lengths have been very good there from Kize, and Faye is also bowling good length. Lengths are very important in a T20 match.
I think also they backing it. I like the field setting as well, with just one player on the boundary, because the stick outfield, it almost gives you a second chance. If the ball does go through the ring, unless it's really well timed, you should be able to chase it down. And so keep that ring really strong.
It's great bowling there from Faye. That length was king there. Just the batsman tried to move to the offside, tried to move around there, but that's a dot ball there from Faye.
Hit in the air towards mid-off, extra cover. Intercepts, not really well timed that by Cilliers. Hitting into the wind as well, so she's got to be careful trying to go over the ring, batting at this end.
Ooh, it's a neck there. It's bounce a bit short there from the slip. Great ball in there from Faye.
Did it carry to Madison Lunsman? I wonder. It was very low. Let's just have another look. Yeah, impossible to tell from the angle behind. I think it probably just died on her.
Yeah, just bounced just a touch shot there from her. Very, very impressed with the preparation of this wicket here in Dobsonville in Soweto. I was speaking to the groundsman earlier on before the game. Gabela, he's been doing this work since 1982. He started at Wanderers at the stadium. I was having a chat with him, telling me that when he started, it was not even those grandstands. There were no grandstands at the Wanderers. The times of Graham Pollock.
Nicely swatted across the line by Mate. That's just her second delivery. Confident stroke. Just the single there.
Good stuff there from Khomotso. So he was saying that to me, that he left Wanderers and came here and worked on this wicket and the field. You can see very beautiful. That's a single there.
Lovely to dive on this outfield. It's like a fluffy pillow.
Very.
It's, fielders will enjoy it. And that's, again, Mate. Oh, misfield. They must run 2 here. Oh, another misfield on the boundary. And a comfortable 2 in the end. And just looking at the pitch earlier before play, it's rock hard as well. As
I think there was
one short here.
I think there was a short run there from the Badgers.
Oh, Mate, I think she really wanted to attack that delivery again and just slightly held back at the last moment. Oh, she's being very aggressive. It baffles me a bit, Aya, the laws of the game, that there was a short run there. They ran 2, so surely Mate shouldn't be on strike. It's kind of like rewarding her for running a short run there. She keeps the strike.
Changes in the rules. In the olden days, I think you had to go back, but yeah. Very impressed with the bowling of the Lions.
Oh, nearly crept through that one. Yeah, Mate is really swinging hard at just about everything. Khomotso Rapu is a very, very crafty bowler, and you've got to handle her with caution, I would suggest. A bit more caution than this.
Very impressed with the bowling of the Lions. I think the ball count has been on their side. And also with their lines and lengths, I think they haven't been missing their wickets. They've been on the money, making sure that everything is on the stumps. We saw from yesterday that bowling from this George Lange, and you have to make sure there's a bit of variable bounce there. You have to make sure that you don't miss your length, you don't miss the stumps.
Oh, that's beautifully clipped by Zell Cilliers through mid-wicket. It will just be a couple of runs though.
Touch to straight there from Faye Cowling.
To back up your point about the dot balls, at the end of that previous over, it was the 38th dot ball. So 38 out of 48 deliveries, dot balls, which will be a concern for the Badgers, but great credit to the Lions. Right up there again, Cowling. Oh, bit of confusion in the running. Cilliers wanted the leg by, but Mate was stuck at the other end. Fair to say that bowling has been the DP World Lions' strength this season. That's where they've really excelled.
It's definitely true. We checked yesterday's game. The Badgers were not very disciplined in terms of their bowling. I think the extras were the leading run scorers.
36, was it?
36, 34? Somewhere there. And that is not good enough in this level of cricket. You can't be bowling over 30 extras.
In a low-scoring game. I mean, it was absolutely crucial, that.
Definitely. Still, I think there's a lot of work to be done from the bowling coach and the coaches.
Well, we'll get you to expound on that in between deliveries, Aya. I am your seasoned former first-class player.
That's a wide there from Fair Cowling. Just been impressed with the lengths that the Lions bowlers have bowling. The seamers coming from the other end there where Fair is bowling. They haven't been bowling too full. Just hitting that hard length, top of off stump, length, top of the stump. Exactly like that.
You were saying there needs to be a change of culture in our bowling.
Our bowling. I think the Lions have been bowling well. I'm impressed.
Sorry, I didn't mean the Lions specifically. I meant just in. I thought you were referring to bowling in general.
No, I've just been impressed. Just the extras that I was worried about from the SWD badges.
So how do you change that? Is that the change of culture you're talking about?
Not really. It's just more of more bowling, I would say, in the nets. But bowling in the nets is very different in terms of bowling in the middle. I think those basics are very important. Putting cones there, letting bowlers putting cones in the middle, letting bowlers just run in and bowl to the cones. I think that's a more basic way to do it. You could see
over the top from Mate. That's a really good hit. Couple of bounces away for 4.
touch too full there from Faye Cowling. And Mate climbed on top of that.
Over the boundary. It's a 6. Very good strike. Shorter boundary that side and a bit of assistance from the wind. It's a long way from our commentary post down that side of the field. Excellent strike. And she actually made it a bit too full. She came down the pitch a bit as well. It probably wasn't that bad a delivery from Faye Cowling.
Just missed her length by a touch there. And Mate climbed on top of that. You can definitely see, in terms of speaking about the bowling disciplines, you can definitely see that they work with, I think Nono Pongolo is a consultant there for the Lions. Bowling consultant, working with Sandile Masangeni.
Rasibe Tozake is back. No, not back. She hasn't bowled yet. Her first ball. Yeah, I think it's no coincidence the Lions have been bowling so well. The first sweep of the day. Nicely played too by Izal Cilliers. There is protection, just a single. Nono Pongolo, very good bowler in his day, very good all-rounder. But I think his input on the coaching side of the ball has been really valuable. That one just died a bit.
Pouring very flat there, and Dozake. For 3 fielders out now, we've got Deep Square, Kaukona, and Long On out.
Out. Mate trying the sweep that time. It was very full from Rasibit Kozake. Probably too full for the stroke. And pretty straight. And umpire Zube Sala, after just a moment or two's thought, has given this out.
On the full there. It's great stuff there from Ndozake. Nice and straight, not missing, not leaving the wickets. Everything, making sure if you miss, I hit. That's what the Lions are saying today. Hit me, or I'll hit you.
Yeah, no question that that's LBW. Pretty much always on a midland leg, middle stump line. And just the wrong stroke for the delivery has cost Kaya Kaze Mate her wicket. And she is out for 8 off 11 balls at 1 excellent 6. But sadly out shortly afterwards. And the Badgers are in trouble. 34 for 3 and inside the 10th over.
It's great stuff there from the Lions. I think they're on top of things, yeah. Just been very impressed with yesterday's game. Tumi Sikukune. She missed she was not in the, she's a Protea, and then she was here at the Lions playing, and just seeing her now, she's 12th man today. She's just running in, giving good energies. Even yesterday with the bowling, with the batting, it came in. she came in one of the last overs, hit her four with the last ball, bowled very well. I think she was man of the match, and also was fielding very well. Not seeing her energy as 12 men, bringing that energy, you know, from the Proteas side, and you coming to the Lions and you're serving drinks, and you just come in with good energy, running into the field, helping your fielders, giving them some drinks, and just serving. That's good character from her. That's what we need from our players. Just you know, when you're coming from the higher side, you usually come and just chill, disappointed, and you're not giving enough energy. But the energy that she's shown in these 2 days has amazed me, and that's good leadership and character from her side.
Class player Tumi Sekakune, and it just shows the strength of the Lions bowling that they can afford to leave her out for this crucial T20 game. 10 overs gone, 36 for 3, the Lions in firm control, and there's going to be a change of commentary with Omar Karim joining Aya Imyoli.
At the Dobsonville Oval, it's the Hollywoodbets Pro20.
36 for 3 and 10 overs, yeah, from the Lions. I think the Lions are on the upper hand, yeah. Faye Colin coming back again. Leanne Sonnepoel coming back, starting his a spell, yeah, for the Lions. How's it, Omar?
Good. 10 overs for the Lions here. Just 16 after the power play so far scored by the Badgers. Hit down the ground, and that should race away to the boundary. Low full toss to start by Liani Swanepoel, and Saliers gets another boundary. Good shot down the ground.
Not a good start there from Leanne Sonnepoel. Bowled a very full ball there. Full toss. Hit down the ground for 4. Very important. Well bowled, good line and length there for a dot. It's very important when you're coming back. I think your bowlers have started well. The bowlers that are coming, you have to keep up with that intensity and that momentum that the other bowlers have bowled. Just good start, 40 for 3. You just make sure that you don't have to lose it. Still build those dot balls.
Oh, just beats the edge. Went for a drive there, and from her indication, seems like it just moved a bit away from the bat there. Good ball by Leonie Swanepoel there.
It's great bowling there. I think that's the line and length you're talking about. You just have to keep it nice and simple. Ooh, bit of a nip there from her.
Scampers through for a single. Good running there. As we mentioned earlier, the running between the wickets will be really important here for the Garden Route Badgers. They've got off to quite a slow start here, going at 4 and over for the first 10. They didn't capitalize on the power play, scoring just 20, and since then, at the end of 10 overs, they won 36. So it's been quite slow going here. So going forward for the next 10 overs, if they can continue rotating strike and get anywhere near the 100 mark, they will be able to at least go into their bowling innings with a good score on the board.
Definitely so, yeah. But it's been a great bowling from the Lions. I think the Lions and Lance are very good. But you definitely have to look to hit the ball and try to look for runs and find those pockets and run hard between wickets. Then the bad balls will come. That's when you will equalize and get your boundaries.
Just hit behind point, tied it actually down, and they get through for another single to end the over. 6 runs off the over. Swanepoel will be happy with that, considering the first ball going for a boundary. Good end to the over by her. And We see the Lions now, as you mentioned earlier, for the first 2 overs after the power play, they just had 1 or 2 fielders out, but now they are starting to spread the field, as we see at least 3 or 4 fielders going out to the boundary in these past few overs, with 5 being allowed outside the power play.
Yeah, you can definitely see, I think the wind is blowing onto the leg side, and you have your deep square.
Comes down, appeal, and umpire says no, probably missing the leg stump there.
As I was saying, you can see the wind is blowing on the leg side, and you have your deep square out, cow corner, and your long on out. So just making sure that there's protection there, and you can even toss it a bit out there, wanting the batsman to.
Oh, skids through, and again just kept a bit low, as we see mid-off comes down to a long on position now. Upish and just short of cover. Again going back to a fuller delivery here, Van Rensburg. 4 dots so far in the over. Fuller and well played down to long on for a single, putting Saliers back on strike.
On the other side of the Yeske River, Western Province versus the Fidelity Titans. Western Province are 87 for 1 in 9.2 overs. But there's a bit of rain there, rain delayed on the other side. So yeah, hopefully the rain keeps out this side of Dobsonville and Soweto. Rain delay there.
As you mentioned, rain, we see sun shine on us today for the first time this morning.
Definitely, that's good. It's good signs here from us that we'll enjoy a full day of cricket.
And the Lions wouldn't mind the Western Province ladies game getting rained out here, as they are pushing them, with Western Province currently in first position and Lions in second. So a win today, if for the Lions, and if the Western Province does get rained out, pushes Lions into first. Again, Fuller by Swanepoel to start, and Saliers goes down the ground again, but this time doesn't get all of it and just gets through for a single.
They definitely have to cut the dot ball count here. The garden red badges. I think there's too many dot balls been bowled here. You definitely have to put some intent in here. It's another quick run there from the garden road badges. Just missing a length there. It's just
goes down to long off for a single. Since the last over went for a boundary, teams like the Lions have dropped the mid off down to a long on position, specifically for Saliers, seeing how good she has played some of her shots down the ground.
Saliers just, Leanne Swanepoel just missing a length a bit, bowling a touch fuller there.
Now on the short side and punished away, pulled away past square leg for a boundary, and that's her first boundary, Van Rensburg.
It's a great shot there, picked it up nicely there from Van Rensburg there. Just a touch shorter there. Waited for it, bit too straight there, and into the boundary there. 4 runs.
Too straight and too short, and as you mentioned earlier, the bad balls will come, and she has done well in putting that away for a boundary.
Better length there from the bowler. Ian Swanepoel. One more ball to go.
Fuller and pierces the gap through the covers, and they deny the second run. Seems like there was an opportunity to run two there, but they just get through for a single and 8 off that over. A good over for the Garden Route Badgers. 52 for 3 after the end of 13 overs.
Just a touch too full for Liane Sonnepoel there. I think it's very important. I think anything under 100 runs here, I think the Lions will be happy. Hasn't been a very high scoring ground here. Been a very lush grass. Outfield hasn't been too quick, but the running I haven't been impressed with. I think, even though it's
Van Rensburg, good shot down the ground for a single. They'll need to constantly look to hit the gaps and constantly hit down to those fielders on the boundary and rotate strike a lot more than they have been so far.
just with the running, it's been a bit this partnership. I think they've been running quite well. So it's a bit of intent, looking for score runs.
Good shot, moves across outside the off stump and just guides it down to the vacant fine leg region and gets another boundary. Does Saliers. Good batting there, really smart batting as well.
It's great batting there from the Garden Road Badgers. Partnership of 23 runs. Building it nicely, yeah. I think what they have to do now is just to keep on rotating the strike and make sure that you don't lose any wickets. Bowl this partnership, set it up for your pinch hitters, making sure that you don't lose a lot of wickets. And wicket there from Rasibe. Dozake Rasibe breaking the partnership there. They were building it nicely there, and Dozake Rasibe saying, "No, I'm in charge here. This is our ground. This is the Lions." And bowled. Van Rensburg out for 10. Well bowled there and not missing the stumps. Keeping at the wickets. That's the partnership been broken for 24 runs there. Well bowled there by Slice Rasibe.
Van Rensburg did not seem happy with that decision. She did give the umpire a bit of a stare as he raised his finger, and that did probably seem like it would be like umpire's call at the top of the stumps because the height was questioned, and that's why, as we can see here again, she did give a stare towards the umpire after hit it just above the pad.
That hasn't been really bounced on this end. Rasibe is bowling, so I would agree with the umpire there. And now having the captain Zinhle Kula coming into bat for the Garden Road Badgers. It's a lot of work needs to lead from the front here, the skip, making sure that they've got a very good total to defend.
Just on that wicket, Van Rensburg had been playing really well with a straight bat going down to long on, and that ball, as much as it did turn a little bit, she went around it. She really played around that ball, trying to flick it through the vacant region in mid-wicket. As we see there, she just played around it instead of coming down with the straight bat as she has been doing so well so far this morning, and it was helping with the rotation of strike. Not a good time to lose a wicket for the Badgers.
It's another good bowling there from Dozake Rasibe. It's very important, even though you're looking to score runs, it's very important to always, as we always take kids that you coach, always play the line of the ball. The moment you start playing across, that's when you create opportunities for you to go out. Even though you're playing very positively, aggressively, you still have to play the line of the ball and try to play straight. And playing around the Van Rensburg played around herself there and was stuck there by the amp, and she was gone for 10 runs. And that partnership, they were building it nicely there, and now they have to rebuild again and start from fresh, where we're having Zintle Kula, the skip.
Seems like a change of bowling here for the Lions from the Dobsonville end. Spin operating from both ends now for them.
Can definitely see that the Lions are trying to get through the overs.
Chance of a run out at the bowler's end, and she misses.
It's the first time having a spinner bowling from that end. All our seamers were coming from that end. So probably the captain there probably wants to go through the overs and making sure that the seamers come in later to bowl the death bowling.
Again, just hit through on the leg side for a single, and yeah, bring on spin from the Dobsonville in now for the first time, also maybe with a new batter in to just get the dot balls through as well and keep the scoring rate low at 4 or at least under 4 for the Lions. They'll be the happier side going into the dressing room at the innings break.
That's definitely right. And coming, the wind is blowing against the two right-handers if they're looking to go to cow corner long on position. I think the bowler can even toss it up now and making sure, okay, you can go for it. And definitely, I don't think with the wind blowing against them, it's something that can do if you want to try to get a wicket. We'll see how Sarah Nuttleton is going to go.
Wide down the leg side. And the Badgers, so far we've had 4 off this over with 3 balls done. If they continue just playing the straight bat down towards the long on region, deep mid wicket, and continuously rotate strike and get at least 6 and over, they will get to at least a respectable total. It's just about building the partnerships and continuing those partnerships, giving the big hitters coming in at number 7 and 8 at least a chance to be able to have a go at it from at least the 17th over maybe. Hit through between mid-wicket and long on, and another single. So far 6 off this over, last ball.
Last ball there from Sarah. Finish well, yeah.
Pierces the gap, drop down from Nettleton, and that doesn't race away to the boundary. Jenna Evans gets over and restricts them to 2 runs. 8 off the over, a good over for the Garden Route Badgers there. 66 for 4 after the end of 15 overs.
It's a great start there from the Lions. I think they'll be happy with the position that they're in.
15 overs completed, 5 more to go. Badgers on 66 for the loss of 4 wickets. Captain tomorrow and last over. From the George Lunga end, Dozaki, Raisi.
Flicked away to the leg side, deep square comes in, and another single to Isal Saliers, who moves on to 28. Raisibe into our last over. So far, really good figures for a 2 for 12 off 3.1. We'll be looking to close out a spell here. Ooh, stays low under the bat there. Looked like it was a good ball to go back to for Kula, and it just really died in the pitch and stayed low. Oh, chipped back to the bowler. Doesn't carry though. Another dot ball. Dot ball's key here for the Lions, and it's the last thing that the Badgers want. Single down to mid-on. Getting the set batter Isel Cilliers on strike with 2 balls remaining in the over. And I'm joined by Ken Borland. Again, welcome back, Ken.
Thanks, Omar. Isel Cilliers has been very impressive for me, the one batter to look fairly comfortable on this surface.
Yeah, it's looked like she's batting on a completely different surface. Her timing's been good, her decision making, running between the wickets, everything about her has been positive and good so far. Just no one really to support her throughout this innings. Chipped again in the air on the leg side, and a single to end. Another good over by Ntozake Raisibe. 4 off the over. We are into the last 4 overs now, with the Garden Route Badgers being on 70 for 4 after the end of 16 overs. Raisibe ends her spell with 4 overs for 15 runs, getting 2 wickets. Really good spell by the captain.
Yeah, Raisibe Ntozake has been outstanding, really flourished, bowling from the George Langer end. And a bit of variable bounce, which she used really well, and bowled really nice and straight as well, wicket to wicket. Got a little bit of turn, so she's done a great job. A real banker for the DP World Lions down the years. Sarah Nettleton will bowl her final over now, and it's a very great privilege for us to have joining us a special guest, as that one is just over backward point by Zintle Kula and runs away for 4. So hopefully not an omen, as sitting down next to me, a very good morning to DP World Lions CEO John Leaf-Wright.
Morning, Ken, and good morning to all those listening on this beautiful Johannesburg day as we watch the DP World Lions hopefully dominate another T20 performance here at the Bromfish Oval.
Well, so far, so good. That might be 2 if they push hard. No, just the 1. Jono, first of all, bringing this game to the beautiful Dobsonville Oval, to the community of Soweto, why has that been done?
I think it just was coincidental that this match was being played over the Valentine's weekend, and we created this Love Cricket campaign, and our communities are very special to us and we love them, and we thought that we would take the match out of the DP World Wanderers and take it to our community who is so special to us and has a rich history in cricket. And it's been a fantastic weekend so far. Yesterday's Pro20 match was really, really good, and today's Pro20 match has been equally good, and certainly the fans have come out and the community have come out, have walked and driven the streets of Soweto, where I've seen some DP World Lions flags flying. So an exciting time this weekend, and certainly something that we're proud of.
It certainly is a lovely atmosphere out here in Dobsonville. Oh, a reverse sweep comes out, very well played by Isel Cilliers. It'll just be a single. They're thinking of the second, but they won't get back there. And Jono, your DP World Lions ladies team, you must be very proud how they have been going this season, certainly in contention for both titles.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the vision started a couple of years ago, where DP World Lions women cricket wasn't in a great space, and certainly a lot of energy and time and commitment went into the space, and a shared vision with the players and where we wanted to go. And if you look at their performances last year, they were runners-up in both competitions, and certainly this year, leading the Pro50 campaign and second place currently in the log in the Pro20 is something that we're excited about. And we've challenged them to have a home final for both, and we've challenged them to lift the trophy for both. So certainly they committed, we committed, and together we're having fun along the way, which is always important.
End of the over, 17 gone, 78 for 4, so a big last 3 overs here at Dobsonville Oval. And John Leaf-Wright, without his support, this commentary would not be happening on the Cricket South Africa Pitch Vision channel. He's been a great supporter of our efforts to get live commentary to you of these games. And Jono, you yourself and the union have had great support from your partners and sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely, Ken. There's a quick single there. Absolutely. Without our incredible partners and committing to us with the shared vision, we wouldn't be able to certainly deliver what we're trying to do and deliver for our fans and our communities, our schools and our clubs. And certainly if you look at the success of the Lions pipeline over the past couple of years, it's been incredible. We've won more professional cricketing trophies than any other union in this country. And December last year, having both the under-16 girls and boys in the CSA National Week final, having the under-19 boys and girls in the National Week final, having our rural team win the CSA Rural Week, our blind cricket, our deaf cricket winning the national championships. Certainly all round, we're in a very good space, and certainly all round, we're committed to keep moving forward. And none of that, as you said, Ken, would be possible without the incredible partners, without our schools, without our clubs, without our board, without the operational team and staff. I mean, just putting this weekend together here at the Bram Fisherville Oval, I saw my staff carrying fridges out the... Oh, is that a catch? Oh, great effort. Good effort there. Little bit of a collision.
Yeah, Madison Lunsman has come off the better of the two. Liani Swanepoel not so well off, unfortunately.
Got our physio Julia running on the field here. Hopefully Liani will be up soon and we'll be okay. But yeah, so as I was saying, Ken, the partners really have committed and certainly have assisted us on this journey of making sure that the women's game grows. And if you look at the growth at primary school level, at high school level, in the Josie Cup that we run over the winter season, there's a massive interest in the girls system and our pipeline system, and all round. If you look at how Deepfield Lions are doing both in the men's and women's game, I mean, on Wednesday, Ken, I'm sure you'll be there. Our Deepfield Lions men's are for the third consecutive time hosting a final at the Deepfield Wanderers. So all round exciting times.
Indeed, much for Jono to be happy about, and I think the Lions can be very happy about those bowling figures. Sarah Nettleton has bowled out now, a very good job for her, by her 1 for 26 in her 4 overs, and her fellow spinner Rasibe Tozake, brilliant, 4 overs, 2 for 15. Relebohile Mkees was excellent up front with the new ball as well. Started with a maiden and then just 7 runs off her other 2 overs. So it's the DP World Lions who are looking pretty here. 82 for 4, the Badgers, and there are just 14 deliveries left in the innings, as we just have a little bit of a delay with an injury to Liani Swanepoel, who collided with Madison Lunsman, but she's up on her feet, and I think we'll be good to go shortly.
Thanks, Ken. I'll leave the commentary booth now for your fellow commentators, and thank you to you for your voice always and sharing the love and the support for Lions cricket and for cricket around our country. It's media and journos like you and people like you that are committed to the game, and all those listeners out there that continue to support, that really are helping us grow the game. So let's make sure we all keep going together, and hopefully we'll have a Proteas victory at the T20 World Cup soon. Hopefully we'll have a Proteas victory at next year's 2027 Cricket World Cup that South Africa are hosting, and let's hope this season we have the Deepfield Lions men lifting a 4-day trophy and a 1-day cup, and our women lifting the Pro 50 and Pro 20. But thank you, Ken. Thanks for having me.
Thanks very much for coming through, Jono. As the 19th over gets underway. Jono Leafwright, understandably all smiles. Komoto Rapu continuing.
Good end to another over there by Komoto Rapu as we head into the final 2 overs of the innings. Cilliers will be looking to kick on her innings now. 35 of 42 so far. 2 overs to go, wickets in hand. They'll be looking to at least get 20 off this remaining 2 overs and get over the 100 run mark.
Yeah, bare minimum, Omar, really. If they are going to have a chance in this game, one feels 3 figures are the minimum. The left-armer, Relebachili Mkeys, bowled really well. Up front, 3 overs for just 7 runs. And Zintle Kula, she's done well, 13 or 15 balls. We'll be looking to make the most of this over. We've got a fielder at long on, deep mid-wicket. That's it on the boundary.
Shuffles across and just one down to fine leg. Dive put in by Cilliers, but a wayward throw, nowhere near the wickets. We see now for Cilliers, 4 fielders out on the boundary, long on, long off, deep square leg and deep mid wicket. Lions will be looking to protect and end the innings while here, having worked so hard to get to this position. Mounting up the dot balls. Oh, so has a swipe at that, stays low again. As we see the sun disappear again, Ken. As long as the rain stays away, as we saw earlier, the Western Province game still rain delayed. Comes down the wicket and down to deep mid wicket. Scampering back for 2, good running there.
Well, that Western Province situation up the road at Centurion is important for the Lions because they can close the gap on Western Province. They're 4 points behind at the moment, so if Western Province don't win, they can either draw level with just a normal win. With a bonus point win, they'll go ahead. And if Western Province get rained out and the Lions win here, then they'll just be 1 or 2 points behind.
And a big fixture coming up, I think it's next weekend, where the Lions will be taking on the Western Province. As Kula comes down the wicket and another single.
Yeah, in Cape Town. So that will be a massive top of the table clash.
And as Jono mentioned, they will be pushing for home final. So a really important fixture there, as the winner there will probably finish top of the table and host a home final in the Pro20. Cilliers bowled as she comes down the wicket. Mkhize draws her length back a little bit, and Cilliers again has a swipe towards the leg side. There she goes for 38.
Well, it's a very good innings from Isel Cilliers. The Badgers would really be in a dreadful state without her. 38 or 46 balls. And, well, she kind of had to do this with just 7 balls remaining in the innings. But very well bowled by Mkeys. Just an excellent line. Angling across the right-hander, and she's trying to swing it away to the leg, and there's just very little pace on the ball, not much bounce. And very good bowling by Mkeys. A deserved wicket for her.
Yeah, she started off a spell really well, bowling her first 3 overs in the power play, and she deserved that wicket, getting it on the last ball of a spell. And Cilliers has been playing so well down the ground, but it was a time where the Badgers needed runs, and for her, she probably thought the best option was going towards the leg side, and she completely just missed that. And into the last over we go, and surprisingly we see Julia Hole only coming in the 19th over. She has the fastest 50 so far in this season's Hollywood Pro20, coming off just 27 balls. She has 5 balls to work with now, getting on strike against Khomotso Rapu.
Yeah, and she's enjoying a good season with the bat. Strike rate of 102 in the T20 competition. Yeah, I think the Badgers have got their batting lineup a little bit wrong here today, that she's only going to have a handful of deliveries to face.
They'll be looking for 2, but good fielding just restricts it to 1 and gets Julia Hole off strike. 4 balls to go with the Badgers sitting on 91 for 5. Uses a feet and completely misses it. And they scamper through for another single. Waiting for the umpire's signal. It seems like there was bat on that actually.
It was beautifully flighted by Khomotso Rapu. Very tempting in the final over, but it dipped and, better lucky not to be dismissed.
Goes for the switch hit and a quicker delivery by Rapu, completely deceiving the batsman, and a vital dot ball there in this final over with 2 balls to go now. Shuffles across and scampers through for another single. Again, seemed like there was bat on that. Good hand by the keeper to stop that going down to a vacant fine leg region.
Might have been easier just to push that down the ground for one.
Last ball of the innings, and they will just settle on a single as the Garden Route Badgers end the innings on 94 for 5, and Khomotso Rapu ending her 4th over with figures of 1 for 15. Really good spell by her as well.
Yeah, she's been outstanding. In fact, all the line spinners on this slow surface have been excellent. Excellent effort by them to restrict the Badgers to just 94 for 5. Omar, I don't know about you, but I think it shouldn't be enough, barring something remarkable by the Southwestern District's bowling. But there you see the tail of the first innings, the Garden Route Badgers winning the toss and electing to bat. But it's been a real struggle for them, 94 for 5, with Isel Cilliers doing the bulk of the scoring, 38 of just 46 balls. Sinclair Kula injected a bit of impetus towards the end, with her innings of 18 not out off 20 balls. And there you see the bowling, the 3 spinners doing extremely well. Tazaki 2 for 15, Rapu 1 for 15, and Nettleton 1 for 26 in their allotment of 4 overs. And the left-arm seamer Relebochile Mkhize, outstanding bowling, 4 overs, 1 for 12.
Yeah, certainly I don't think that is enough. At least maybe 15 runs short of a pass score here at the Dobsonville Oval. And the Garden Route Badgers women innings just never got going really. There was a few starts with Cilliers and Van Rensburg's partnership, but nothing really got going beyond the start. And it only looked like Cilliers came to terms with the surface and looked like she was batting on a completely different surface than the rest of the Badgers women, where the pitch was being really slow and no one really got to terms with that, with the no bounce as well in the pitch, playing the ball late under your eyes and rotating strike. And as you mentioned earlier, the amount of dot balls that the Badgers women faced was a ridiculous amount. So that really caused a big struggle in the innings, where they never really got to terms with rotating strike and constantly ticking away with the singles. So the Lions will be the happier of the sides going into the innings break.
63 dot balls in the innings, Omar, so that's more than half the innings that the 6-gun girl Garden Route Badgers did not score from. The DP World Lions will be hoping to be a lot more efficient with the bat, and we'll see how that run chase goes. Do join us in a few minutes for that.
was a great time out here, and the party continues. Together with some great cricket. What better way to spend your Sunday morning than right here with us, watching some fantastic cricket from these two teams. The Badgers coming in this morning and winning the toss and electing to bat first, and they've set target. We are easy, son. You've got who couldn't be here to join us. They in the CSA YouTube page. Yeah. What to me that Superman. Who's your man? Hey, Samba's okay. Aziz Shaman, baby. I'm all, you know, Cody gets coming around. The weather is a little bit iffy, so what's up would be I'm gonna go bring some smart to me. And now you're not sure. Yellow. Question is, who was the player of the match? Who was the player of the match, man? Yes, it was. gets herself a kick. I will come over for some tea. Got the on. At that matchup, points. Roaring player. What today? We're still celebrating Valentine. Lots of love to all our ladies. Hollywoodbets Pro20. Yankee. Help me welcome back onto the field our officials as they make their way into the field. The battle lines have been drawn. The target has been set. DP World Lions are needing 95 runs to win this matchup. And the two opening batters for the DP World Lions. Give it up to Madison Lensman. Out of Dobsonville. And the Badgers are on the field as well.
Welcome back to the Dobsonville Oval, where the six-gun grill Garden Route Badgers have posted 94 for 5 after electing to bat first. The DP World Lions will now try and chase down 95 in 20 overs. Neo Malefe there is opening the batting alongside Madison Lunchman. Neo Malefe, the fourth highest run scorer in the competition so far this season, averaging 25 at a strike rate of 102, and she's still a teenager, a very bright talent. No longer a teenager, but opening the bowling with me in terms of commentary is Aya Imyoli.
Is it afternoon or still morning?
Good question.
Still morning.
Yeah, 28 minutes to go, Aya.
8 minutes to go.
Oh, a wide to start with by Lucian Swartz. She does swing the ball. Just started that one too wide and going further away.
Hopefully the Badgers bowlers will be more disciplined in the lines and length. It's a lot of a better there. Good length, good line.
You mentioned it earlier. I had 36 extras they conceded yesterday in a low-scoring game, and that was pretty crucial. They lost by 42 runs on DLS.
Better line and length there again from Lucian Swartz. Very smooth action there.
Whippy, hey? She's tall and athletic. Well, not that tall, but certainly athletic. It's down towards third man for the first runs off the bat.
Touch too full there from Lucian Swartz.
So I had a target of 95 in 20 overs. Is that going to be as easy as it sounds?
Great bowling, good lines and length there. Just touch too wide for form. But that ball. Yeah, you just have to make sure that you just take care of the phases of the game. Maybe there's 3 phases. The power play. You've got your middle overs and then your death. Make sure in the power play you don't lose any wickets.
Nicely pulled away over mid-wicket. Good effort to catch it, but it was always going over the top of her, and they will come back for a second run. Nicely hit by Madison Lunsford, good confidence stroke.
Good shot there for 2. Yeah, we have to make sure that we don't lose a lot of Lions don't lose a lot of wickets here, and make sure that they build nicely.
Nicely bowled by Swartz to end the first over, 4 without loss. You mentioned not losing any wickets in the power play, but what sort of score in terms of runs do you think the Lions will be aiming for in the power play?
I think it's a very slow wicket. Anything over 30, 35. That will be good in the power play. 30 will be good on this wicket with the slash grass. And make sure you don't lose a lot of wickets. It's very important. The moment you just start losing wickets in the power play, you've seen the stats say most of the teams, when they lose 3 wickets in the power play, they end up losing the game. So you have to make sure that we don't lose any wickets in the power play. You could see yesterday against South Africa, against New Zealand, I think we dominated the power play there. Aiden Markram and Quinton de Kock. Ryan Rickleton. That was a good win for us there.
Excellent, yeah. Fantastic performance. As Kiara Fisher is going to bowl spin. Second over of the innings, just like the Lions did. Good start by her. Yeah, so if they do score 30 in the first 6 overs, that'll leave them with 60 odd to get in 14 overs. So less than 5 runs an over will be required from there for the Lions. And I think you mentioned wickets. On a slowish pitch like this, heavy outfield, difficult, I think, for new batters to come in and get going straight away. So partnerships will be very important. Slightly uppishly by Molefe, but very safe. Good direct hit. That's a good throw by the fielder at point.
Yeah, partnerships are going to be very important, I think. I think it's a very slow wicket. You just have to play straight. Play straight lines, I think you could see. You just can't play around yourself, yeah? You just have to make sure you're playing straight and very positive and running hard between the wickets. You're going to get a lot of boundaries in this field, but running between the wickets is going to be important and making sure that you cut the dot ball count. I think with the Badgers, there's a lot of dot balls that they... But with the Lions, I think just make sure that you take the game on.
Nicely bowled by Fisher, lots of flight, but good control too, really tossed it up there. Well, playing across the line. You mentioned playing down the ground. So important. I mean, first of all, on a slowish pitch, but also when there's variable bounce, as there's particularly bowling from this George Langer end. The horizontal bat shots really become difficult. That's not the worst shot in the world, that LBW one.
It's a better shot there. I think definitely you could see when the Badgers were, Gardenwood Badgers were batting, most of their wickets, LBs, bowled. They were just playing a bit around themselves. I think the Lions can learn from that. Just have to make sure that you play straight and hitting, playing the line of the ball. It's going to be very important. And getting in and just building that partnership. Partnership, I think, the most important thing that I've seen here in these 2 days. Building the partnership and making sure you don't lose wickets.
Oh, Molefi's missed out there. But they're going to get the wide, and it's going to run away to the boundary. So Molefe missed out for her individual tally, but not the team score. That's doubled the score in one ball. It's the wide plus goes for 4 byes, so 5 wides.
That's the extras we were speaking about yesterday. I think the Badgers must learn from the mistakes from yesterday. I think you quickly have to learn here on this level. You can't be doing the same mistakes again.
You also mentioned the number of dot balls that the Badgers faced when they were batting. 63 in total, so that's more than half of the innings dot balls.
63. It's a lot of dot balls there. That's one or two partnerships that we saw there. I think that's what helped them to get them to their target. You could see yesterday, I think the Badgers they're folding. I've been impressed with their folding, and then they got like 3 run-outs. You could see the shine now. They're not missing the stumps. They're very good on the fielding. They had 3 run-outs yesterday.
With the heavy outfield, we said running between the wickets is especially important, and well, the fact that the Badgers are so good with their ground fielding means the Lions are going to have to be very focused and get the running right.
Great shot straight to the fielder there for nothing. We said it's 2.4 overs gone.
Down the wicket. Oh, what a catch! Oh, brilliant!
That's a great catch there from the captain, Zinhle Kula. Beautiful catch there.
Well, I thought that was 4 all the way. I'm sure Neo Malefi thought the same. Down the pitch, struck very hard. Zinhle Kula timed her leap to absolute perfection. Watch this. That's fantastic. In the one hand, she could scarcely believe it, and neither can we. What a catch.
It's a beautiful grab there from the captain, leading from the front there, Zinhle Kula. You can see the fielders picking up Mates, picking Zinhle up there. That's what you need in these low-scoring games. Those kind of displays that picks the spirit of the team up. You can see the energies now that they're just getting there, running back to their folding positions. That's the sort of standard you need in this level of cricket. And there's a bowler. It's not a bad shot there from Molefe. It's just unlucky there. And a good grab there from the captain, Zinhle Kula.
Yeah, one has to say bad luck to the batter. Can't criticise her too much. Maybe she should have hit it just 6 inches higher, but wow. A moment of magic from Zinhle Kula as Rosina Manak, the wicketkeeper, has come to the crease. Batted well yesterday. Difficult conditions. She was kind of like the cement in that top order, wasn't she?
She anchored the innings very well there, Manak. From anchored it well, batted very nice, took her time, spent her time. There's the catch again. Bop. And a quick grab there from Zinhle.
Definitely worth watching again. That was fantastic.
We were just speaking about the Manak's family and the love of cricket. Razina Manak, the brother of Mo Manak, who plays for Warriors, based in PE. And we know there's a lot of Manaks that are in the Lion setup, players.
Very nicely driven by Madison Lunsman, but unfortunately straight to extra cover. Rosina and Mo Manak's father, Hussein, played for Gauteng or Transvaal, where they're still known as Transvaal then, I'm not sure. In the very early years after Unity. Up in the air, and that's going to be an easy catch that time. It's difficult on this slowish pitch to hit over the top like that, and Madison Lunsman just didn't make nearly good enough contact and perishes for 2.
I think that's not a good shot there in terms of you just lost a wicket there. You just have to make sure that you stay in and make sure you don't lose wickets. We spoke about those not losing wickets in the power play. That creates a lot of pressure. I think it's not a wicket where you're going to come in and just hit the ball. You just have to graft a bit here on this wicket and fight your way out and hit the ball on the ground.
I agree with you 100%. I think you spot on. That's sure it was really well pitched up, but that's a ball you're driving along the ground, down the ground. Take your one, rotate the strike. Just lost a wicket, as you said. Just start building a partnership. That's all that was required. And suddenly, well, they're defending a small total, but the 6-gun grill Garden Route Badgers will be starting to believe that it's possible. 10 for 2, the DP World Lions. And we're inside the 4th over as Jenna Evans, who has been in very good form this season, comes to the crease.
Great start there. Got bowling there from Kyra Fisher. Looking for a maiden wicket there. One more ball to go.
She gives the batter very little pace to work with. You see, that's better. That's a good shot by Evans. Along the ground, nicely struck. Beats the fielder, gets the one to end the 4th over. 11 for 2.
Definitely have to spend some time on the wicket now. Make sure that you're not losing any more wickets and just building a good partnership. Running.
Use wickets. That's what makes it hard. I don't think it's the kind of surface a batter's just going to come in and start scoring freely. You used the word graft, Aya. That's exactly it. You've got to graft a bit. Change of bowling, Nicoline Janse van Rensburg. And she's made a very good start there.
Nicoline was very impressed with the bowling yesterday. I think she's one of the most disciplined bowlers. And Zintle Kula, I think that they're leading wicket takers in the 50 over for the Badgers.
Well judged, quick single. Jen Evans spotting no one behind the bowler there. Looked like she was trying to drive on the upper bit there, which is going to be very difficult on this surface.
Have to play very late on this wicket. Looks more a little bit like a coastal wicket. As I said, not your normal high fault.
That's nicely played by Rosina Manak for 1. Yeah, it's a very hard pitch. Oh, yeah, but yeah, it wouldn't be out of place in Paarl, I think.
That's where you have to really graft and make sure everything you're playing straight, you're not playing around yourself. And hitting the ball and running hard with intent. And you just have to graft this ball. You use the word graft here. It's not going to be easy for the batters.
Nicely driven, but good fielding by Kayakazi Mate. Across quickly to cut that off.
We spoke about getting 30 runs in the power play. I think might still have some overs. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, they might have to be happy with 20, and just as long as they don't lose any more wickets, that's the priority, I would say now.
It was a huge loss there for the DP World Lions, losing Molefe. We know she's in the top leading run scorers in the T20 series. A huge loss for them. It's been batting very well, doing very well, starting them off very well. So now we're looking at Rosina Manak and Evans, see what they're gonna do.
Have to be quick. Gone by miles. Well, poor running between the wickets, one has to say. Hit straight to the fielder. It bounced up perfectly for the fielder. Good quick release, accurate throw to the wicketkeeper. Broke the stumps and, well, poor Rosina Manak had no chance here.
Just the communication between wickets hasn't been great from the Lions since yesterday. Yesterday they considered over 3 run-outs. And now again another run-out here from the Lions, and Rosina Manak is gone.
It's just a bad run, isn't it? I mean, there's no run there. You know, I can understand a weight call, maybe. And just see if the ball bobbles a bit or, you know. But it bounced up perfectly. Very good fielding, and the Lions are now in all sorts of trouble on 13 for 3.
Very athletic fielding there from the keeper. I could see she dove. Look at that again. Got pick up there, bum. Out she goes. Great stuff from SWD. Garden red badges.
I wonder if it was Evodia Yakile who did the fielding in the covers. Producers disagreeing with me.
Again, a little bit of back into it.
Oh, could have been.
It's great backing up.
It could have been 2 and 2 balls.
You still have to keep calm here and make sure that there's still a lot of balls to face. Set yourself in. Don't put pressure. That's a good run there. We always say the most calmest team is the one that wins the game. You can't be panicking here. You just have to take your time and relax and find your ways. And then the more balls you face, the bigger. The more you get in, the easier it gets on there in the middle. So you can't really be putting pressure on yourselves. The touch right there. Hit. For 2 runs there from the Lions. It's great running there. Touchful there, and another single there to the offside. Just like that, I think just hit those 1s and 2s and make sure you're hitting those pockets. And just keeping calm there on the wicket. There'll be bad balls that are going to come, and then you can climb on top of them. That's another wicket there. Just we spoke about just playing across the line. That's actually what we saw there again. You have to look to play straight here on this wicket, and then another Wilson wicket there from Lucian Swartz. Great bowling there, not missing the stumps, making sure that you bowl wicket to wicket. And Jenna Evans just bowled 2. She just batted across herself. A bit of pressure here, losing 4 wickets in the power play from the Lions.
We see a Fisher bowling again wicket to wicket, and Evans goes back and misses, and it's dead in front. And the Lions are in a spot of bother here at 17 for 4. As the Lions captain Raisibe Ntozake walks to the crease to join Sunet Falyunlo.
4 wickets down. Number 6 is coming in the power play. So a good start here from the DP World Lions. Just have to two senior batters now in the wicket. Felyun and Dozake Recibe. Just have to graft here a bit and make sure they spend time on the wicket. The required run rate is 5.5. It's a good start there from Dozake.
The Lions in the power play at 19 for 4. At a similar stage, the Garden Route Badgers were 20 after their power play. So, similar score, but the Lions losing more wickets. So, the run rate creeping up now, the required run rate creeping up now for the Lions. Very important stage for them now, needing to consolidate and build a partnership with 76 more needed of 14 overs.
You still have to just keep cool heads here. Just keep calm and just still playing at a ball at a time. Just looking to just run hard between the wickets. And the moment you get those bird balls, you make sure that you climb on top of them. But Van Rensburg coming back again. Full. It's great fielding there. It's just nearly another run out there from the Badgers. Just the communication has been great here from the Lions. Rasibe there nearly got... Oh, that was definitely gone if she hit the stumps. Lucky there from for the Lions.
This time they get through for her a single without any miscommunication.
It's a lot better there. Just have to keep cool heads and keep calm, yeah. And you know, Jan van Rensburg, she bowled very well, very consistent bowler. Sticks to her lines. Just the Lions have to just graft here and just take their time. Still, required rate is 5.5. Then they're going at 3.3 runs and over. So still a lot of balls to be faced. It's gonna dot ball there. Fourth fit stump.
And for the Badgers, they'll be looking to continuously mount pressure on the Lions. With the power play being done, they still only have two fielders out, a deep third man and a deep mid wicket. So they'll be looking to put the squeeze on here and continuously pick up wickets in regular intervals and get into the tail.
Van Rensburg coming back. It's another wide there. Spoke about the wides, the extras that they've considered in the over game. They considered over 36 wides extras there. The extras were the leading run scorers there, as we said. We have to make sure that you just have to be nice and tight. The discipline from the bowlers is important. Great fielding there, punch to point. Great fielding there from the... Just been very impressed with the fielding from the Badgers. I think yesterday they had like 3 run-outs and now they've got another run-out. And the catching has been good. It's just the bowling department that they've created a lot of extras there and the batting. But there's definitely lots of fielding that's been done there in Oudtshoorn.
Van Rensburg looking to close out an over while you're sending 2 fielders additionally to the boundary, long on and a deep square leg, looking to close out this over. So far just 2 off it, and we see she is getting some movement in the air too as well. So the Lions will be looking to just see her out and get through this difficult phase that they've been through.
Looking for a drop and run there, but straight to the fielder. 2 experienced players there, having Felyun and Rasibe. So you're looking to one of them to make sure that they stay in and anchor the innings and battle the last few overs of the game.
As we see, the extras more close to double digits than any of the Lions batters so far. Molefe 2, Landsman 2, Manak 1, Evans 3. It's been quite a struggle for them so far, and with Faye Cowling, Mkize and the rest of the tail to come, these two at the crease now will be a huge key to the Lions getting close to a victory.
Change of bowler there. Yekile coming in. Shot. Hit. 4 runs there from Fulyun. It's a great shot there. You have to wait for those bird balls and make sure you get on top of them. That's a great shot there from Fulyun. 25 for 4. Yekile, very experienced player, played a cricket in Poch Northwest and then moved into the Knights. In last season he was playing for the Knights and is there and playing now for Garden Route Badgers. It's a full toss there. Hit for 4 runs again there. You don't need that. That's another good start there from Yekile.
Before this 2 balls in this over, the only time we really seen a bad ball was the 5 wides in the power play. But now 2 back-to-back boundary balls and Fulyun low capitalizing. Bad start here from Yekile, 8 of the first 2 deliveries, and that pushes the Lions' current run rate up to so far at 4 and over.
It's great stuff here from the Lions. I think more pressure now from Yekile. I think again another. Oof. That's a no ball there from Yekile. Just not really getting a lens and lines correctly there, Yekile. Just very needed there from the Lions.
Free hit here for Isibe Ntozake. Change of field as the bat is crossed. Another full toss. She misses out, just 1 to square leg. And this is what the Lions needed. It's been a bit of a gift of an over so far. The Badgers were working hard in the field, getting their catches in, getting a run out, and this has been a bit of a gift of an over, getting them back into the game. So far, of the first 4 balls of this over, it's been 11. And it will also give the batters more confidence and build a bit of a partnership here. And this is the last thing the Garden Route Badgers wanted. As we see another drop down and great fielding down at deep square, stopping a certain boundary, just a single.
It's great stuff here from Fulyun. I think that's a good over there for the Lions. Good shot down the ground for a single. Just have to keep on rotating that strike and looking, waiting for those bird balls and stand on top of them. That's great. That's a good over there for the Lions. 34 for 4 in 8 overs.
13 coming off that over. And the first 2 balls actually went for 10 runs. So Yekile will be happy with into a over, only going for 3 of the last 4. But regardless, that was a bit of a gift of an over. And I think that was actually the most expensive over of the day so far. And the captain, Zintle Kula, comes into the attack from the Dobsonville end.
Zintle Kula coming back very well yesterday. You can see coming from the Dobsonville end, I think the seamers, the Lions use the seamers more on the Dobsonville end. And also I think having Zintle Kula coming from that end, get a bit of bounce from that end. Zintle Kula coming in. Good start there from her for a dot ball.
Zintle Kula currently the leading wicket taker in the Pro20 with 12 wickets. Picking up 1 5 so far with a best of 5 for 21. she'll be the key as well, because the Garden Route Badgers would need to pick up the wicket of these two if they were to go on and win this game.
Good drop and run there. And they make it. Great stuff there from Dozaki. Just play it like that. I think they're in a good position now. 5.1 required run rate, and they're going at 4.3. The DP World Lions. Very experienced batters here in the middle. Both played for the Proteas.
Fine leg moved a lot squarer now for Falyun Low. Short and put away on off the back foot through the covers. Really good shot there by Falyun Low.
It's great stuff there from Sine. In this pressured situations, experience is very needed. Someone who can keep calm and cool and make sure that no pressure has been put in. You can see how they carrying themselves, taking the game on. Shot there. Looks like it's gonna be a boundary. And just stops for 2 runs there.
Another bad ball by Zintle Kula first, dropping it short and wide and getting hit for 4, and now staying down leg side. Luckily for her, the ball just died close to the boundary, as you mentioned, the really slow outfield. So 2 runs more to Sunit Falyun Low.
Third man coming up. Third man coming up there. You can see by Sunet's body language, he wants to take the gum on, yeah? It's another dot ball there from Zintlekula.
And the Lions won't be stranger to this sort of situation, being in a tight situation. Their last game in the Hollywoodbets Pro20 against the Dolphins, they won by just 2 runs. So they are used to, well, they do have experience being in a difficult situation like this, and that might help them today, as we see again staying down leg side and just scampering through for a single.
It's a leg by there.
That ends the over, 8 off the over, with the Lions 42 for 4 after 9 overs. 53 more to win off the next 11 overs.
It's great stuff. Yeah, I think that's been a good 2 overs there from the Lions. You just have to just keep at it and keep going. Just playing, cut the risk off. Make sure that you're just playing the line of the ball and just playing straight and running. You're gonna get your bird balls. It's also important for the Garden Rich Badgers that they bowlers that are coming back in, they make sure that they keep the pressure on. Make sure that each and every ball from ball 1 you're ready and you make sure you're on the money. You can't be coming and searching here, because you're gonna get batters. Julia Hall into the attack.
Garden Route Badgers continuing with spin, and captain realizing now they do need a breakthrough with this partnership building. Falyun Low moving on to 20 off just 13 balls. Good start by Julia Hall.
Good stuff there from Falyun. As we spoke about, just playing straight, and bowlers are just going wicket to wicket in this wicket. I think they've seen from the Lions. Oh, bit of a bounce there for 4 runs there. The luck falls onto the Lion side. A bit of a bounce, something was the first thing that I haven't seen this the whole 2 days. And that's 4 runs there from the experience. Phil Yoon.
Looked like it just hit the edge of the square and just completely shot. Dropped down from Julia Hall and 4 more to Phil Yoon low. Another drop down and hit away to sweeper for a single.
The moment you just miss your line, yeah, you get hit for runs. But when you bowl wicket to wicket, it's tough to get it off the square. So I think the plan of the bowlers, if they just want to be on the good side, you just make sure that you always on bowling to the wicket. Wicket to wicket is very important. The moment line a bit, you definitely the batsman climbs on top of you and hits it.
And with the uneven bounce on this wicket, being wicket to wicket creates a lot more doubt in the batter's mind. As we also know how slow this wicket has played, it makes it a lot more harder. But dropping it short, wide, just makes the batter's job a lot more easier and creates runs from nothing when the Garden Route Badgers were mounting on the pressure against the Lions.
It's definitely so. Partnership 30 runs now. Badgers are
seems like a change in bowling from the Dobsonville India. As I'm joined again by Ken Borland. Welcome back, Ken. What do you make of the first 10 overs and the remainder of the game with the partnership building here for the Lions?
Yeah, well, the Badgers certainly dominated the power play, getting 4 wickets.
Staying down the leg side, and it looks like won't race away to the boundary. Outfield holding up again, and 2 more runs to Phil Yoon low. After a good start by Mate on the first delivery, not a good follow-up delivery. Staying down the leg side and offering Phil Yoon low a chance to hit down to the vacant fine leg region.
Lucien Swartz saving the boundary there. Yeah, there's been a change of momentum just in the last few overs. The experience of Sunette Philyunlo. Yeah, she's gone to 27 off 19 balls, and you just feel there hasn't been much risk involved in that. She's put away some poor deliveries, but otherwise she's just run well between the wickets, placed the ball well, and the run rate has just shot up.
Much better delivery there, and Phil Yoon low just touched that down. And yeah, it's been those 2 overs from Yakile and Zindle Kula that was a bit of a gift to the Lions and allowed them a way back into the game where they seemed like they were in a bit of a hole. Those 2 overs allowed Phil Yoon low to have a go at those bad deliveries without taking any risks, and it's brought about confidence within the Lions camp now, as we see they're continuously starting to tick over the singles, and 50 up for the Lions now after 10.5 overs.
26 runs scored in the 3 overs before this one from Kaya Kazimate, who's bowling a decent over so far. There's 3 off it. But the Lions more than halfway now, so perhaps back on track.
Yeah, it's really just about the Lions now batting till the end, losing wickets, because the minute they allow more wickets to fall, it allows Garden Route Badgers a way back into the game. And that's what Badgers sort of fell prey to. They brought themselves back after a poor batting performance. They brought themselves back with the ball in the power play and put the Lions in a spot of bother. And since then, after the power play, they haven't followed up on what was quite a good bowling display in the power play. They've sort of brought too many bad balls and allowed the Lions to work themselves back into the run chase. And this partnership growing on 33 with Phil Yoon low on 28 and Raisibe Ntozake supporting her well with just 5 so far. But good running between the wickets and good ticking over of strike here.
Julia Hole, who's pretty much a part-time bowler. But I think with Yakili being hit out of the attack, they need another spinner, especially from this George Langer end. And, well, so far, not too bad by Julia Hall. That's it, you know. You can keep it pretty basic, I think, as a spinner here, bowling from this George Langer and do a good job. Just bowl wicket to wicket. There's a little bit of turn on offer, bit of variable bounce.
Uses her feet and just beats the mid-wicket fielder, but good fielding at mid-off as she scampers through for a single. And yes, Ken, that is quite correct. We have seen the slowness of this pitch, uneven bounce, and the Garden Route Badgers, I do think it is about time now that they do go back to their premium bowlers in Kiara Fisher and look for a wicket now, because at this point with these two going along, it seems like the Lions are getting away now.
I agree with you. Yeah, they need to certainly get Viljoen Low out. That's the priority number one, I would guess. Was a New Year's Day baby, born on January 1st, 2001.
Full toss and she misses out, but gets through for a single to end the over. Good over by Julia Hall, 4 coming off it only, and Rasibe Ntozake will be a bit frustrated with herself missing out on that full toss.
Yeah, I think she kind of decided to come down the pitch when maybe staying in the pitch would have allowed her a better base to hit that full toss away. But they got a leg bye out of it. 54 for 4 after 12 overs. So 41 runs needed in the last 8 overs. That's just a fraction over 5 to the over required.
Again, good running by the Lions.
Viljoen Low is having a very good campaign in the T20. 120 runs in 6 innings, 3 of which have been not out. So she's averaging 40 at a strike rate of 98. And she's been the Lions' most successful batter in terms of average in the format.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, 3 not outs, because she's probably not used to coming in this early on in the innings. She's usually coming in at number 6 or 5, 6, 7 around that time, and coming off to finish the innings and score quick runs. But she's done well so far, anchored the innings well, brought the Lions back on track. Short outside off and put away, but fielder in place, just a single.
It's funny, but a couple of seasons ago, Viljoen Low was actually opening the batting for the TP World Lions. Batting number 3 as well. Change of role last season. They needed her in the middle. They needed her, and she had to become a finisher. Did the job really well. So I'm sure there's still some muscle memory left of coming in just after the power play.
Hit upish over mid-on. Good fielding down there. And the umpire signals a short run again. A bit poor there from Viljoen Low. Short run. So only will be a single to the Lions.
Julia Hall doing very good work out on the long on boundary there. We had a short run in the Badgers innings as well. 2 in one day. That's a bit unusual.
That seemed like a slower ball from Mate, and she did deceive Ntozake. Luckily for her, the mid-on fielder was up in the ring and not on the boundary, because if she was, it probably would have been a catch. And good end to the over there, 3 coming off it. Mate going for 6 so far in her 2 overs. 57 runs for 4 wickets after 13 overs. With the Lions now needing 38 more of the last 7 overs. 42 balls.
So there you see the required rate, 5.4 to the over, which is within reach, one feels, as this partnership develops. 40 runs now, this partnership. What a crucial one it's been for the Lions.
Falunlo picks the gap between mid-off and extra cover, but it doesn't travel to the boundary. 2 more runs to her. Not a good start by Julia Hall there to a 3rd over. Dropped short and giving Falunlo the chance to pick the gap. And Ken, where do you think it went wrong for the Badgers after the power play? They looked in complete control after the power play. They started really well, but now they are sort of fighting for a way back.
I think you mentioned it, Omar. There were just a couple of loose overs. Some poor deliveries, wides and no balls and things like yesterday again.
Yeah, there has been a bit too many extras, and I don't know what was the thinking behind it, but would you finish your premium bowlers early on, having the Lions at for 4 and try and get into the tail as early as possible, or was the thinking behind it to leave the Lions with needing 5, 6 and over in the last 5 or so overs, and then have your premium bowlers come back to defend that 20 or 30 odd in the last few overs?
It's always a gamble, isn't it? You can understand, as you say, the desire to maybe kill the game by running through the entire top order, and maybe they just pushed a bit too hard for Falunlo's wicket. I will say, don't use up sort of both of your main bowlers' overs. Keep at least one bowler in the bag for the death, in case you don't get the wicket, as has happened here. I guess don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's what I'm trying to say.
Appeal and given. A much needed wicket here for Julia Hall and the Garden Route Badgers. What you would say a very unnecessary shot by Raisibe. It was a quiet, but the Lions were not in a spot of bother where they needed to attack and look for runs by going across the line like this. A good ball just on off stump. She goes for the sweep and completely misses it and given out, and new batter Faye Cowling comes to the crease. So the Garden Route Badgers picking up a much needed wicket here, and having a new batter coming into the crease, they can look to squeeze a bit here with the required run rate pushing up to 5.7 and over now.
Well, Rasibi Intozake got a wicket when she was bowling in very similar fashion, just bowling nice and straight, wicket to wicket. I think it was Kayakazi Mate who went on the big sweep to a very straight ball that was 2-4 and was out LBW to Tozaki. Well, she didn't learn from that wicket. Tozaki, she did the same thing. As you say, an unnecessary shot, Omar. That could have just been punched down the ground for 1 easily, but instead trying to sweep it was the wrong length. And we know that Julia Hall has been bowling very straight. And so, unsurprisingly, batter misses, she gets the LBW.
And as we mentioned about the premium bowlers, Lucian Schwartz, still 2 overs to go, and she comes back into the attack. So far, 1 for 9 in 2 overs. She'll be a key here for the Garden Route Badgers in this final 6 overs, having 2 overs remaining. And Sunette Falunlo now the key for the Lions going into this final 6 overs. Good start, driven down the ground for a single. That partnership of 44, predominantly dominated by Falunlo, getting 34 off the 44. But just having that figure there in Raisibe and Tozake, the captain at the other end, was a key figure for the Lions. So we'll see how Faye Cowling goes about it in supporting Viljoen Low here, going into this last 33 runs of the run chase, with the required run rate pushing up slowly towards 6 and over.
Well, Faye Cowling is a quality all-rounder. Generally does not hang about with the bat. So if she plays her natural game, the Lions could make rapid inroads into this target.
Appeal on a first ball and not given by the umpire. You can see Viljoen Low just having a word with her. As you mentioned, playing a natural game, attacking game. I don't think today Viljoen Low will be want her to play that attacking game.
Well, umpire Radebe must have ruled that was just outside the off-stump impact. Very good delivery from Swartz.
Wasn't much of an appeal though by the Garden Route Badgers for that. That really did look like it was worth quite a good shout. As we see again, that does look, it is crashing into middle and off.
Yeah, the hand is sort of up, sort of half convinced, not really that keen. Jeepers, I would have been shouting the house down for that one. Nice little inducker from Lucian Swartz. I'll be surprised if she doesn't just bowl this over though, being the 15th of the innings. And she's going to be needed at the back end probably.
Up in the air, chance of a catch and just bounces short. So far Faye Cowling's faced 3 balls and there's been 3 opportunities.
Yeah, I think the Badgers will feel that she'll give them a chance.
Required run rate now up to 6 and over. No ball, full toss and just hit away to the leg side. Looking for 2 and they will be coming back. Good running there. Good running by Faye Cowling and Viljoen Low. And a free hit even coming up for Viljoen Low.
Well, trying to defend a small total like 94. These are the sort of things that really hurt you as the bowling side. Another extra free hit.
Good delivery to follow up that full toss. Single and Faye Cowling back on strike for the last ball of the over. So far, 5 runs coming off the first 5 balls of the over. Field quite spread out now. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on and long off in place. Short ball and hit down. Too long off for a single. 68 for 5 after 15 overs. Lions going along closer to the target. And crucial 5 overs coming up here for both sides. As we see Kiara Fisher coming back into the attack for the Garden Route Badgers.
So 27 more runs needed off these last 5 overs for the DP World Lions. Sunette Viljoen Low going really well on 38 not out. It's better than a runner ball. No one else has managed to score as quickly as that in this match. And Faye Cowling, we know how capable she is with the bat on 2 not out on strike. Welcome back to I Am Yoli. It has slipped through the fielder there. The Badgers, they fielded so well. But in these closing stages, they just can't afford those sort of mishaps.
Afternoon, Ken. Can be bowling loose deliveries on the state of the game. Just have to keep on squeezing, make sure. Better running there from the Lions, heading through the gaps.
Yeah, and good cricket. Just a drive down the ground, no risk involved. They don't even need run and ball at the moment, so that's all they really need.
Or ball there, wicket to wicket. On the block there. Yeah, definitely those ones and twos can take you to victory. Don't really have to look to hit those big shots. Touch of width again. And the single there from the young Faye Cowling.
She's a bright talent, isn't she, Aya? Pace bowler. Very hard hitter of a cricket ball down in the lower order.
It's got single there from the Lions. It's very good partnership. There was a good partnership there from Rasibe and Falyun. Got broken out there, and Faye is coming in. The young Faye batting with the senior Falyun. Low. Very good shot down the ground there from Faye. Easy just like that. Ones and twos will take you to victory. 22 more runs needed here from the Lions. And they'll have us looking for a clean sweep there. 2 in 2.
Just like they ended the way they ended off the first half of the season. 2 and 2 down in Durban. So 73 for 5, just 22 more runs needed for victory. And one feels that if these two stay in, it'll probably be fait accompli for the DP World Lions.
A very consistent Van Rensburg back into the attack. Just have to make sure you just don't lose wickets now in this stage. 1 or 2 wickets will put you under pressure. Just have to be disciplined, play the ball on merit. Touch of width. Oh, that's a quick run there. Oh, that was a close one there. Straight to the folder and a quick run there from the DP World Lions.
Yeah, that's good running for me. Sunette Viljoen-Louw. She was backing up well, and you could hear the call very quickly. Came very loud as well. And Faye Cowling was left in no doubt that she better get her skates on. Viljoen-Louw, of course, is incredible athlete still, Olympic javelin thrower, but very fit and very quick in the on the ground as well.
Very energetic player. I can see the presence that she brings to the wicket. An athlete indeed. A bit short there, pulled for 2 runs there. It's great falling there from SWD, from Garden Route Burgess. Viljoen anchored the innings very well also in the 50 over. Doing the same thing here on 42 runs. Probably looking to get a half century here. Touch full there. And the bats bowlers are peeling there. Sounded a bit of bat there.
I agree. Viljoen-Louw got a scratch on that, but it was nicely bowled by Nicoline Janse van Rensburg. Yeah, it's a good ball, that, isn't it? Just a leg stumpy Yorker.
Just have to. Oh, that man was in there. Nick there. For 2 runs again there from Viljoen. An edge to Padman there for 2.
Well, you can understand there not being a slip in place as we in the last 4 overs now, but if the Badgers had gambled, that would have been the key wicket perhaps of Viljoen-Louw.
Nice and full there. Oh, Bit of checking it up there. But yeah.
Like it, love it, yeah.
Bit of presence there from Van Rensburg.
Don't ever let the batters feel comfortable, like they own the wicket. No. As a bowler, you want to make it as uncomfortable as possible for the batters out there.
Van Rensburg giving Viljoen a bit of a stare there. Just run straight to the fielder. Oh, it's good running there from Viljoen.
Again, the key is she set off straight away.
It's good running, yeah. It's what we speak about intent. It's what I thought that the Garden Road Badgers didn't have in the first innings. Intent is very important, just to show that you really want to take the game on and you're looking for runs. Putting pressure on the fielders is very important. That's when you'll get your misfills. Looking 16 runs needed now of 18 deliveries. And Kayagaze Mate into the attack. Mate from Eastern Cape, the border region. Originally from Alice.
Wow, what a nursery of talent Alice is. A lot of cricketers have come from there.
Great work has been done there at the Chris Makadusha Center at University of Forte. It's a quick run again. Safe.
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to go there, to go and have a look at the programs they have and watch some cricket, and yeah, just a wonderful facility and wonderful work that they do. In really a hotbed of cricket talent in this country, absolutely vital to our game.
Great work indeed.
To make it up the other end. If the Lions just get a couple of boundaries, you just feel that'll settle things and make it a lot more comfortable for them. At the moment, you just feel the Badgers are hanging on, that they still feel they can maybe steal this at the end.
Ooh, straight to the head. Hit it straight to the head of Viljoen. I think they will need a concussion test there.
Yeah, Fake Alling does hit the ball very hard.
That was a good shot. It's straight into his partner's head. Let's have a look at that again. Hopefully, straight. Ooh, hope there isn't really a lot of damage. But the strong Viljoen, athlete at heart.
She's tough, yeah, definitely. And well, there we see the match situation. So we have a little bit of a break as a concussion test for Sunette Viljoen. But it's her performance that has put the DP World Lions on the verge of victory here. 47 not out of just 42 balls. And when you look at all those other batting efforts, you can just see how much of an outlier Viljoen has been, scoring it better than a run a ball. And just 13 more runs needed to win off 13 deliveries. So run a ball required. Fake Howling with her on 7.
Great stuff here from the ladies. I think she's leading from the front. Experience leading from the front here. From Viljoen. Low.
Yeah, I like that. She came in and immediately showed some urgency, but it's done nothing rash. There have been no real risky strokes played by her. She's just played the ball on its merit. It's been good enough to turn good balls into singles with some really good running between the wickets. And when the bad balls have come along, she's punished it. The Lions haven't found the boundary very often, but Sunette Viljoen is their one batter who has managed to collect some fours
Having a look at that repeat there. Hit straight into her head.
Yeah, Falunlo, there have been 4 boundaries in the Lions innings, and she's got all of them.
Mate definitely trying to look for a wicket or a dot ball here. And fair calling. That's right for a dot ball there. That required run rate keep on creeping up. Every dot ball going at 6.5 now. Just have to keep cool and calm, yeah? And take it as deep as you can. Make sure you're not losing any wickets here.
Well, that's a brilliant over by Kayakazi Mate. Just 3 runs off that over, so 3 dot balls. And as Mjoli said, the required run rate suddenly has jumped up to 6.5 to the over. Suddenly you need more than a run a ball, and it plays on your mind on a pitch like this where it has been tough to score. Big over coming up from Nicoline Janse van Rensburg. 13 more to win. If she can go for just 3 in her over like the Mate did in the previous one, suddenly you're going, it's almost advantage Badgers.
You can see the senior batters, fielders are coming in to have a little meeting there. Looking at their plans, what they're looking at, a bit of a change of field. Still have your deep square out there and your cow out. And your long on. Everything offside is in. So make sure probably bowler is looking to not give the batsman any width. Oh, sweeper is going out now.
No one behind square on the leg side. If Janse van Rensburg gets too straight, maybe Falunlo can work it down a fine leg.
Well folded there. Those are the folding display that you need if you want to win a game. It's a great dive there from
Annika Swart.
Annika Swart.
Excellent fielding. Saved at least one. And everyone is crucial at this stage of the match.
Van Rensburg back into the attack. Shot for a single. 1s and 2s. Just keep calm. The calmest team was going to win this game. The record run rate keeps on climbing up at 7.2 now.
12 needed off 10.
It's a wide ball there from Van Rensburg. That stage of the game, you really don't need those extras, yeah? You'd really have to be nice and tight and making sure you're bowling to your plans.
And if Cowling could have just got a little tickle on that down leg, would have been at least a couple of runs, maybe even 4.
What a shot there straight to... That's a wicket there from Van Rensburg on cow corner. Faye Cowling was trying to look for the big one there and straight into playing against the wind, hitting it against the wind and straight to the throat of cow corner. That's a great catch there. Cool, calm and collected.
Yeah, Julia Hall, great composure shown by her. She's bowled well, did a really good job as a part-time spinner, and now she's taken what could be an absolutely crucial catch on the boundary. Faye Cowling will be disappointed. It's the first one she really connected, first shot in real anger, and she's picked out the fielder. What a vital wicket that is for the Badgers. 11 runs needed now off 9 balls as Khamoto Rapu will come to the crease.
That's a big one there for the Badgers. You really have to make sure that you try to hit everything on the ground and still run well. There's going to be a bad ball that's going to be bowled where you can hit it for 4. You're not really looking and also hitting it against the wind. It's a very risky there from the young Faye.
It's the longest boundary today, that's it. And against the wind. And it's quite a stiff wind, and as you say, Can't help but thinking that maybe that ball should have stayed along the carpet.
Just have to keep cool and collected, yeah. Calm, cool and collected. Hit on the ground and run all. You'll find an interesting falling position here from the Badgers. There's no one in the fine leg. Pushing deep square out now. Just a touch there, and then you just keep on running those. And everyone on the offside is in. It's a good run for a single there from Rapu. That's the stuff you need, yeah. Take it deep as you can. The pressure to the fielding side.
Get the set batter on strike. Viljoen Low on 48 or 44 balls. As mid-off looks to be dropping back. Not all the way to the boundary, just a deep mid-off. Long on cow corner and a deep square leg.
Oh, great shot there from Viljoen. I think she'll push for 2 there. That's great running there for 2. Great start from Viljoen. And that's a 50 up for Viljoen Low. It's great batting there from the senior batter. Leading from experience. That's a much needed 50 here for the Lions. Hope she takes a dip and takes the Lions to victory.
Yeah, she's done a great job in this middle order for the Lions the last couple of seasons, and this has been a really valuable composed knock by Sunette Viljoen Low.
Touch of a short ball on the run there for a single. Rapu back into the attack, into facing, and that's the end of the over there from Van Rensbeck. Well ball there from Van Rensbeck, and his 4 overs is considered 16 runs and getting 1 wicket. 88 for 6.
Excellent bowling by Nicoline Janssen van Rensburg. And I fancy it's going to have to be Lucian Swartz who is going to bowl this last over. She's got 1 over left in the bag. Kazi Marty has also got an over. She's gone really well. Just 9 runs off 3 overs. And it is going to be Mate who is going to bowl this last over with 7 runs needed for victory.
It's very close, yeah.
Viljoen Low on strike, which is important, allows her to control the over.
Mate coming to the attack. Touch short for a single there. Is that going to be a run out? Oh, she's in.
Yeah, she knew the ball would take a while to get to the cover fielder who's right on the edge of the ring. This thick outfield. The ball doesn't skim across quickly to the fielder. And Viljoen Low has shown really good awareness of the special conditions in play today.
6 more runs needed, yeah. A dot is gold, yeah, in this stage of the game.
Absolutely.
Oh, Motso. Oh, great shot there. For a single. Pressure, yeah, pressure. Misfolds are happening, yeah.
Excellent batting by Khomotso Rapu. Didn't do anything rash. It was banged in. Calm as a cucumber. Cool as a cucumber, rather. She just steered it down to third man. Viljoen Low back on strike. 5 needed or 4 balls.
Are we going to see a super over here?
I just had the same thought.
Let's see the senior Viljoen. She has to take a dip, yeah. Kaya Mkazimate bowled very well in the last over, considered only 3 runs. She's bowled 2 balls now, she's considered 2 runs. Mate again. Oh, dot ball, misfall there from the keeper. Oh, pressure now. A lot of errors are happening here.
Oh, the wicketkeeper just come up to the stumps to stop Viljoen Low from coming down the pitch, but it didn't stop her. She went waltzing down the pitch, missed, and wicketkeeper, the wicketkeeper Mijan Buerta just couldn't gather the ball. That was a stumping chance of note. Oh, and they got a run. So 4 needed now off 3 balls.
Definitely have to get bat on ball, yeah? Oh, that's a good shot. Is that gonna be 4? And that is 4 runs from the DP Lions there. And that's a victory there from the Lions. They win by 4 wickets here. Well batted there from Khomotso Rapu. But it disappointed from the full toss there, and then Khomotso Rapu climbed on top of that for 4 runs.
Well, it was a full toss, but you know, it was a dipping full toss on the pads. It's not always the easiest one to put away that. And it was pretty straight, but very well worked by Khomotso Rapu. And with brilliant timing as well. If she hadn't have timed that as purely as she had, it would have got caught up in the outfield and wouldn't have made it to the boundary. So Khomotso Rapu, well, she's got ice in her veins, and she wins the game for the DP World Lions in the company of Sunette Viljoenlo, who has really played an exceptionally good innings here this afternoon at the Dobsonville Oval.
That's great stuff from the Lions. The DP World Lions win by 4 wickets. Good innings there from Sunette Viljoenlo, scoring 53 runs, leading by experience. It's great stuff from her. And good finish there from Khomotso Rapu. Just to take you, the Garden Route Badgers 94 for 5 in the 20 overs. And the pick of the batters was Izol Celius coming with 38. And Zinhle Kula coming back, following her up with 18 runs not out. And the DP World Lions followed up for 95 for 6, winning by 4 wickets. Viljoen.
Run rate and win the game, and certainly the player of the match for me today goes to Sunette Viljoenlo. Vital knock under a lot of pressure. She stayed calm, she kept her head, and she, no matter how many wickets were falling around her, she still batted and continued playing a game, and a well-deserved 50 and a well-deserved victory for the Lions. And the Garden Route Badgers will feel a bit upset with themselves not being able to capitalize with the bat. 94 for 5 after 20 overs. Surely they were at least 10 to 15 runs short, and in the field they were excellent. There was no misfield, there's no drop catches, just the extras and some of the bad balls that allowed the Lions to get boundary deliveries. But the Lions with a much needed win now, and they edge closer to the top of the table with a few fixtures remaining before the finals. The Lions will be looking to push on and get closer to Western Province.
That's great stuff here. We're just preparing now for our post-match presentation. Ken Bolland will be
where 1 or 2 wickets I thought, man, he could have hit it over. Even nalo 51. Indlela adlala ngayo iyo lendlela adlala ngayo. Uthi uba ngurasi ifana desini. Akho pressure. Afuna ukandi sithi dlala igame yakho. Dlala igame yakho. Ake
We are about to have the post-match presentation happening. Once again, massive congratulations to the DP World Lions winning this match. 4 wickets.
Yeah, no, it's a comeback.
Like I said,
It must be a comeback.
post-match presentation about to take place in front of the clubhouse.
for this Hollywoodbets Pro Series T20 match between the DP World Lions and the Six Gun Grill Garden Route Badgers here at the wonderful Dobsonville Oval. And what a thrilling match we've seen today. And first we're going to chat to the losing captain, Zintle Kula of the Garden Route Badgers. Zintle winning the toss and electing to bat first. Again, it seemed a difficult pitch on which to score runs. You ended with 94. Do you feel you were a bit under par there?
Yeah, honestly, we didn't have a good start with the bat there, but I mean, we did put up a score, and the only thing we could do is just come out hard with the bowling innings.
Well, you certainly did fight all the way with the ball, and certainly in it right in until the dying stages of that match. Tremendous fight shown by the bowlers and in the field.
I mean, sure, the ladies showed fight today, like especially with the fielding. Like it was really good to be out there today. The fight we showed, playing for each other, I was really enjoying myself out there with the team. It's just unfortunate today, but the ladies played their best cricket today, I could say.
Inspired by an amazing catch you took. You looked like, a bit like you couldn't believe you'd taken it. We clearly were amazed as well.
No, I did believe that I took that catch. I had to take one for the team. But thank you so much.
Brilliant. Well played, and thank you for you and your team's contribution to a thrilling game of cricket. We now call on the DP World Lions captain, Rasibe Tozake. Congratulations, Rasibe, bowling first and restricting the opposition to just 94 runs. You must have been really pleased, and especially how you and the other spinners went.
Yeah, it's really pleasing. But first of all, I would like to say thank you to our supporters. It truly meant a lot for you guys to pull through. So thank you. Yeah, I mean, I did say the bowling has been the most consistent currently. And I know that once I hand them the ball and I know magic's going to work out, and I know how hard they've been working, hitting their lines and lanes on the nets. And yeah, they're putting in the extra work and it's really showing.
Bit of an awkward start with the bat then, trying to chase 95. There must have been a few butterflies in the camp after the power play.
It was nerve-wracking. I mean, we know in cricket, once you get a good start, and then it becomes very easy for the middle orders to just play their game. But we were put in a situation where players like Sunet had to pick their hands up and say, I will do it for the team. And it proved today that everybody needs to bat. It doesn't matter if you're batting number 1 or number 11. So it came together to show that we play as a unit and we always stick by each other and we always have the belief factor. So shout out to Sunet and everybody else that came after.
You know how difficult it was batting out there to score it better than run a ball. Just how special was that innings by Sunet Viljoenlouw, and then Kgamotso Rapu, real ice in the veins at the death.
Sure, I mean, with Sunet, you'll never know. I mean, she's one person. Sometimes she gets in her head and then, yeah, she'll surprise you. But I think once you're a player and you step up and you raise your hand for your team, it really shows a great deal of character from her. And Pastake Pasta Bafetu, she's always willing to fight for the team, and that's something that I love about her, and we work well together on the field.
Great. Thanks, Rasibe. Congratulations, and very well bowled.
Thank you so much.
And our player of the match today is Sunet Viljoenlouw for her unbeaten half century and scoring it better than a runner ball. Congratulations, Sunet. It all went a bit wrong for the DP World Lions in the power play. What was your mindset when you came out there?
For me, I always like a challenge. Even if my team is down, I always try myself to bat fire with fire. And for me, I just trust my skills and what we have trained in the nets to execute to the best of my ability, and to always have your team that always believes in you, your coaching staff, just to do your best out there. The Badgers are always a wonderful team to play against. They always come with the best, but to come out with a win today is really special. We've worked incredibly hard, and to see the results on the field is very nice.
What made it the most challenging to bat out there, and how did you overcome that?
Yeah, after the ODI yesterday, we just spoke to really run hard between the wickets, because boundaries isn't coming that fast on this outfield. So we just try to hit the ball as hard as you can and just run very hard. And yeah, it showed you must just have heart and belief until the end, and then you can do it. So I'm very happy I could contribute to the team today.
Speaking of belief, how nervous were you in that last over? And did you know Khamotso Rapu had always had it in hand?
Yeah, no, me and Basti, we are very, very good friends. So when she's on the other side, I never fear. So I knew we will get over the line. So I always trust Basti.
And then lastly, a couple of seasons ago, you were batting at the top of the order. You've changed. You've become a middle order finisher. It seems to be a role you really enjoy.
Yeah, I enjoy everywhere I bat, but Coach Andile gave me the wonderful opportunity to bat in the middle for the Lions, and I really enjoy batting in the middle. I can express myself and even bat deep for the team like yesterday as well. So as long as I can contribute to the Lions anyway, I'm very happy.
Great, thank you very much, Jeanette, and very well played.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That concludes our presentation and our wonderful morning and afternoon here at Dobsonville Oval. Thank you very much to the DP World Lions for hosting us, and to the wonderful community of Dobsonville for your great support.